Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbana zidna ilma. Allahumma faqihna fid din. Allahumma inni as'aluka ilman nafi'a wa rizqan tayyiba wa amalan mutaqabbala. Allahumma anfa'na bima 'allamtana wa 'allimna ma yanfa'una wa zidna ilma walhamdulillahi ala kulli hal. So here we are with our session number 89. Alhamdulillah. Let's start with a review. We were not able to finish our review of session number 88. So we'll just go over quickly and inshallah, we'll see how much we can cover and then we will move on to the next topic, inshallah. But I hope we will not have to spend too long, okay? So in this verse from Surah An-Nur, there is a verse, at the part of the verse, can you spot any advanced sifa in this? Mathalu nurihi kamishkat. Example of his light is like a niche. So kamishkatin. So mishkatin, masalu nurihi. What is masalu nurihi? If I ask you that this is a sentence, give me a i'rab of this, how will you attempt it? Mubtada, masalu nurihi is the mubtada, and kamishkatin ka with mishkatin jar wal majroor, and it's going to be mutalik bil khabar, right? So far clear? Now mishkatin, what kind of an ism is this? Common or proper? Since we are doing anwa'u sifa, so we will just focus on mainly, when I'm asking you what kind of ism, it means, is it common or proper? So it's a common ism. Fiha misbahun. Fiha misbahun. What is this? Fiha is jar wal majroor. What is misbahun? Is in fiha misbahun. Fiha is jar wal majroor. There cannot be idafa, right? Fiha is jar wal majroor, and after it is a common ism, which is, sometimes I taught you. If I tell you that this is a sentence, this chunk is in it is a lamp. There is a lamp in it. Yes, misbahun is your mubtada muakhar, right? It is your mubtada muakhar. And since it is your mubtada muakhar, so it's this fiha jar wal majroor mutalik bil khabar, misbahun is mubtada muakhar, and this is another sentence, right? If I ask you, connect it to whatever is before it. Connect it to whatever is before it. Can this fiha misbahun be sifa for mishkat? Make sense or no? Just don't say because I'm telling you, okay, can it be? So because I pulled this part of the word, so naturally there will have been a Mawsuf sifa here, but think about it, right? Mishkat, does this sentence have a pronoun going back to your common ism? Now tell me that. Does this sentence have a pronoun that is going back to the common ism? Very well done. Ha, right? Mishkatin is a feminine word in it, because there may be very niche. They can be niche in many walls, but does every wall has a niche that has a misbah, that has a lamp in it? Tell me yes or no. Is this, niche a very specific niche that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is describing, that his light is like a niche in which is a lamp, right? So this is a very beautiful example of an advanced Mawsuf sifa where common ism is followed by Jumla Ismiya, and this Jumla Ismiya has ha damir referring back to Mishkat, and it meets all whatever is needed, right? Is this clear? Okay. Al-misbahu fi zujaja. This is not a Mawsuf Sifa, but go on to see. Shajaratim mubarakatin. What do you think? Can there be any relationship? Mawsuf was Sifa, right? Can la sharqiyah be Sifa for shajara? It is not. It is not easterly. Hmm? Yeah, it can be. How will you connect wala gharbiyah? No. Now tell me how you will connect wala gharbiyah. Yes, don't call it sifa number 4 or 5. Don't call it like that. Just say la sharqiyah is another sifa for shajaratin, and wala gharbiyah is a matuf on sharqiyah. So it's all connected, but it is not going to be one number 4 or 5 for you. I hope this is clear. Okay, now look at this one. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وآمنوا برسوله يؤتيكم كفلين من رحمته ويجعل لكم نورا تمشون به ويغفر لكم والله غفور رحيم. Any advanced Mawsuf Sifa, real quick. Very well done. Yes, Nuran is one. Barakallahu fi, Nuran. And its sifa is, what kind of sifa do we have for Noor? Is it any Noor or a specific Noor? Is it a light bulb that you have in your house, on your wall? Or this is a light with which you all walk? Tamshuna bihi. Does this jumla failure, which is describing Nuran, has a pronoun going back to communism? Not wow, my dear sister. Wow is for you all, right? In he, the he there is going to be going back to Nuran, right? This he at the end of, in this fragment bihi, is going to be referring to Nuran. This is referring to Nuran, right? Any other Mawsuf Sifa? I told you, if you have a common ism followed by jar wal majroor, there can be a Mawsuf Sifa too. Kitabum min Allahi, Rasulum min Allahi. Names of Allah cannot be sifa for each other. A person who is forgiving, right, cannot be, one who forgives cannot be described by one who is merciful, right? They are the sifas for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you look at this part, Wallahu, Allahu is going to be mubtada, Ghafoor is going to be, what is going to be Ghafoor, labeling for Ghafoor? No, it's going to be khabar. Ghafoor is going to be khabar 1. Rahim will be labeled as khabar number 2. Khabar number 2. Always remember that. Khabar 1, khabar 2. Khabar 1, khabar 2. Don't forget that. Don't make them Mawsuf Sifa. Huh? Okay. What about this one? Kiflaini, 2 portions, double the portions from his mercy. So we are getting, he will give you all kiflaini, double portions from his mercy. So double portion can be of food. Double portion can be of, in terms of money. It can be 2 houses. It can be 2 cars. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is very specific here. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that if you believe, if you fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if you're conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you believe in in his messenger, he will give you all 2 portions from his mercy. Is from his mercy not describing this kiflaini? Yes or no? Can we not call mir rahmatihi the sifa for kiflaini? Are these double portions not specified by rahma? These are double the portions of rahma. Okay. Now go on to Suratul Baqarah, verse number 19. Kasayyibim minas samai. What do you think? Portions, 2 portions, 2 shares. Kiflaini means 2 shares, 2 portions. It's a dual. Aini, kiflaini. Yes, it is nakara. And for jar wal majroor to be sifa, ism has to be nakira. So now, should we move ahead to the next verse? Alhamdulillah. So start working on Suratul Baqarah, and I have to send one thing while you are working on it. I have to give someone something. Tell me what is the Mawsuf Sifa here in this part. Very well done. Soyibin. Soyibin. Heavy downpour. Heavy downpour from where? Minas samai. Barakallahu feek. Is this clear so far? Minas samai is the sifa for soyibin. Everyone understood this? Fihi zulumatin. In it is darkness. Can this be description for soyibin? Can this be describing? Yes. So this jumla ismiya, fihi zulumatin, can it be? Fihi zulumatin. This is another sifa for soyibin. And what kind of sifa is this? Fihi zulumatin. Jumla ismiya, jumla fi'liya, jar wal majroor. It is full sentence. Fihi is mutalik bil khabar muqaddam. Zulumatin is going to be mubtada muakhar. Okay? Mubtada muakhar. And this is the sifa for soyibin, another sifa for soyibin. How will we connect waradun wa barkun? They are going to be, in it is darkness and heavy thunderstorm and lightning. So this is all, the rest is connected through atf, right? And what is the matuf for ra'adun and barkun? What is the matuf for matuf alayhi for ra'adun and barkun? Very well done. Zulumat, right? Zulumat is the, you have to look before, right? Matuf alayhi is before. And there has to be a waw between two things for atf connection to exist, right? So this entire sentence is sifa for soyibin, and this is jumla ismiya. What will be the status of this jumla ismiya? Jar. Barakallahu fi. Fi mahalli jarrin. Barakallahu fi. Now look at this verse from Suratul An'am and find Mawsuf sifa. Okay, Mubarakun is a sifa for what? Or is a Mawsuf? What is happening there? Kitabun is the Mawsuf. Mubarakun is a plain sifa for kitabun. What about anzalnahu? What is anzalnahu doing here? Book that has been sent, that we have sent down. Is this not the description for the book? This is the book that we have sent down. And what confirms that this is a sifa for kitab? What confirms that this is a sifa for kitab? Who at the end of anzalna. Barakallahu feek, my dear sisters. Right? Now go look at this one. Kitabun unzila ilayka. Now how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is describing this book. Unzila ilayka. It has been sent down to you. It has been sent down to you. Did you notice how everywhere, when you know everything, when you understand the grammar, how different the description is? Can you notice that? So kitabun anzalnahu, there Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, we sent it down. Then Surah Al-A'raf, verse number 2, Allah subhanahu said, book that has been sent down upon you, or that has been sent down to you. And this you is referring to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Right? Another description for kitab. وَذِكْرَى لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Can we connect these two? Yes, so unzila ilayka, the whole jumla felia is a sifa for kitab. And do you see a pronoun in this jumla felia going back to kitab? Is there a pronoun that is going back to kitab? Very well done. The naibul file in unzila. The naibul file unzila, which was huwa, is going back to kitabun. And it is damir mustatir. Barakallahu fika, Sister Aisha. Very well done. Okay. Then comes zikra lil mu'minina. Can there be a relationship between these two? Zikra means reminder. Yeah, they can be Mawsuf sifa. There is a possibility that they are lil mu'minina, because a reminder, you also have reminders in your phone. Can you send your reminder list to the Muslim Ummah and tell them that this is the reminder for all the believers? Whatever you have on your reminders in your phone is the list that you have created for yourself, that has been created by you, is a reminder for the whole entire Ummah, for the believers? No, it is not. It may be the reminder that you have to go to work at this time, you have to do exercise for so long and all that, but it is not a reminder for the Muslim Ummah or for the believers, right? So this, however, reminder is very specific. It is a reminder for the believers, and this reminder is referring to Quran itself, right? Okay, now you find me a Mawsuf sifa in Surah Al-A'raf, verse number 52. Give me Mawsuf and then I will know that you know the sifa for it. I think this one we have done quickly. Some we skipped and then we did some. Very well done. So skip B and kitabin, right? Kitabin is your, yes, kitabin is your Mawsuf, right? Kitabin is your Mawsuf. And then comes fasalnahu. We have detailed it. We have explained it in detail with knowledge, ala ilmin. And this is the whole thing, is the whole jumla felia is going to be the sifa for kitabin. And who is barakallahu fi, going back to kitabin. Therefore, what will be the status of this sentence? Barakallahu fi, fi mahalli jarin, fi mahalli jarin, fi mahalli jarin, barakallahu fi. So remember fi mahalli business, don't forget about it. Any other sifa in this verse, and you will, other than Sister Amreen, because Sister Amreen, I know she knows it. Surah Al-A'raf, other than Sister Amreen, answer. Liqawmin yu'minuna. Barakallahu fi. Qawmin is another mawsuf. Yu'minuna, nation that believes. Nation that believes. Nation that believes. For a nation that believes, or for a nation who is trying to believe, who is working on their iman still. Barakallahu fi. Qawmin yu'minuna. And is there any pronoun in the jumla failure that is describing qawmin? Is there any pronoun that is referring back to qawm? Here, this vow is going back to qawm. right? Because Qaum was, what kind of ism Qaum is? Now Sister Amreen can type whatever she wants. Yeah. Because I knew, yeah, very well done. Very well done. Okay. This one was already done. Kitabum minallahi. Minallahi was the first sifa. Sabaqa is the second sifa. And the pronoun in this jumla failure sabaqa was huwa, which was damir mustatir, referring back to kitabun. Then comes your kitabun uhkimat. This one I did it with you guys in our last session. This one is very similar. So I don't think we need to do this one. We can skip this one. And this one was, I think, a mistake. And then comes your, okay. لَقَدْ أَنزَلْنَا إِلَيْكُمْ. Surely indeed we have sent down to you all كِتَابًا فِيهِ ذِكْرُكُمْ. Do you see any advanced موصوف صفة? Barakallahu fi. Now look at this book. How Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made this book. Just imagine the majesty of Quran. Just imagine it. It just leaves you dumbfounded, because just imagine are the books of the world, are all the books are mentioned? No. Let me translate it for you. Kitaban fihi, a book in which is your mention. You are mentioned in this book. And when people say this is a book of stories, this is a book of old prophets, this is a book of old nations, no, it has your mention. You are mentioned in it. Do you know when Allah describes Jannah, it's about talking about you. You will find yourself all over the Quran. Think about it again, okay? A book in which is your mention. Fihi. What kind of a sifa we have here for kitab? Jumla ismiya, jumla feiliya, jar wal majroor, or what? Think again. Fihi zikrukum. Jumla ismiya. Don't just, if I will focus, so let me clarify it. Kitaban fihi, book in it. Does it make any sense? Does in it make any sense? Can it describe book? What do you think? No, it's not a description for the book, my dear sisters, right? It is not. It doesn't make any sense. How come, fihi, kitaban fihi, a book in it? I'm lost. I don't understand the description, right? So in it is your mention. My dear sisters, we are all mentioned in this book, okay? So don't take it lightly, okay? Inshallah. So now let's go on to do another verse from Surah Al-Mu'minun. Do we see any advanced Mawsuf Sifa? Again, kitab. Oh my God. How many verses I have taken with book, and I think I'm in love with this book. So that's why I, just have all the verses of book. Okay. So kitabun, first of all, no, kitabun illa. Nafsan illa is a harf. Illa is a harf. Can there be any, can illa describe nafsan? No, it cannot. It cannot. Right? So we'll go on. Waladaina, and with us is a book. What kind of a sentence is this? Focus here and give me the i'rab for this sentence. Jumla ismiya, my dear sister. Ladaina mutaliq bil khabar. Kitabun mubtada muakhar. Right? Now look where your mubtada is continuing. How long is your mubtada? Kitabun, a book. Yantiqu bil haqqi, a book which talks with the truth. Right? Bil haqqi, till bil haqqi. So what's the status, Aisha? What's the status? Fi mahalli raf'in. Fi mahalli. Sister Zamina, you were always writing fi mahalli, so don't forget fi mahalli. I don't want you to forget that. You were previous all answers you had fi mahalli, FM, right? Fi mahalli raf'in, because this is very important, because sometimes I don't, as long as you have status, I, take it as a correct answer, but the exact answer fi mahalli raf'in, because it's a sentence, right? My dear sisters, where is the pronoun referring back to kitabun? Huwa, damir mustatir huwa, and yantiqu, a book which speaks with the truth. What a description. Suratul Qasas, verse number 49. What do you think here? Again. And I want you to go on to see how jinns are described Quran, okay? Kitabin, right? So you say you all bring a book. You say then you all bring a book. So yeah, now what is description for kitabin? Min indillahi. Can this be the sifa for kitab? Yes, right? Because kitab was common, followed by jar wal majroor. Can this be sifa? Right? Sisamri, I want to agree with you. Yes, it is. Sifa number 2, Barakallahu fi. Give me the status for this Jumla Ismiya. Fi mahalli jarrin, right? Min indillahi, jar wal majroor, sifa for kitabin. Then comes this Jumla Ismiya, huwa ahka. It is more in guidance than those two. So this is the sifa number 2 and is fi mahalli jarrin. This one is easy. Kitabun fussilat ayatuhu. Its verses have been explained. Its verses have been detailed, and you have who here going back to Kitabun. I want you to now see Suratul Ahqaf that has mention of jinns and see how they describe Quran to their people. Okay, and now compare yourself today. Do you describe Quran to people around you? How much of Quran you are taking to your parties, to your homes, to your families, to your friends, to everyone, to your workplace? Yeah. So yes, let's start. Quranan. This one, this cannot be the sifa, right? This cannot be sifa. This cannot be sifa. Because can it be sifa? They are, Quran and Arabian. They are they cannot be sifa for kitab, but they can. This Quran and Arabian can be موصوف sifa, regular موصوف sifa for each other. Yes, right. But they cannot. They are attached to whatever is before, but they are not the sifa. They are not the advanced sifa for kitab. Is this clear? Because they don't match in status with kitab. They can be some other form of description for kitab, but not advanced. It's not sifa. Okay. Any other sifa in Surat Fussilat? Now that I went back. Qawmin ya'lamuna. Ya'lamuna, is this Jumla Ismiya or Jumla Fi'liya? Jumla Fi'liya is a sifa for qawmin, just like we did before. It's the same way. Let me, we are going, wow. Okay, one second. I have skipped one thing. In this previous, is this the commonism? Quranan? This is this is in Quran and a recital. This is still you can treat it as موصوف sifa, though they are Arabian. This is still a description, and yes, 4 properties are not matching, but still you will see Quran. 60% of scholars think that this is proper. This word is proper. Okay, more than 60% of grammarians treat it as properism, but there are then few that yes, you can say it. Yes, on the basic level, you can call it موصوف sifa. Okay, I hope this answers your question. And this Quran word, one day we will go on to learn about it when we will be working towards our sarf, word morphology, when we will be studying individual words, not making connection between different words, what we are doing right now. But when we will go back when we will, no, not go back, when we will go on to do that, then inshallah, we will discuss more about it. Okay? We'll talk about it more. Okay? Yeah. So now come to the next verse. Ya qawmana inna sami'na kitaban. So this were the group of jinns who heard Quran. Kitaban. So they said, indeed we heard a book. Unzila min ba'di Musa. Unzila min ba'di Musa. So Jumla Felia is describing this book. It has been revealed after the Musa, a book which has been revealed after Musa. Musaddiqan lima bayna yadayhi. Okay. It confirms the truth, confirming that it is, Musaddiqan. How will we connect Musaddiqan? Barakallahu fiq. Yes, Musaddiqan is going to be, you can, label it as sifa number 2. And there can be another way to label it, but right now, just call it, this is the description for Kitaban, okay? And then this whole chunk is connected to Musaddiqan lima is jar wal majroor, mutalik bil. Baina yadayhi is going to be silatul mawsul, right? And silatul mawsul is your zarf, and this is silatul mawsul, it's your zarf coming up as sila, okay? So baina yaday is going to be idafa, and yadayhi is going to be your another idafa. So yes, so this is lima is going to be mutalik bil musaddiqan. You are going to call it mutalik bil musaddiqan. It cannot be disconnected from it. Yeah. Musaddiqan, kitaban, musaddiqan, kitaban, musaddiqan. Sifa number 2. Is this Sister Amreen? Is that was that your question? Whatever I answered, did it clarify, or there is something that
Assalamualaikum. I was wondering, is it just Kitaban and Musaddiqan are just Mawsuf Sifa, or this is also Maful Bihi of we have heard a book and we have heard the truth sort of a thing?
No. We I will at this level I'm going to just call it it is just describing the book. It is mainly describing the book.
All right, Jazakallah.
There was another way of labeling it, and that way would work too. Think about it.
The badal concepts and all those, right?
No. We not go there. Come back. Okay. Go to think about hal.
Okay.
Huh? Makes sense? It's sifa, or it can be description, how, but usually we have a proper ism, but kitab has been specified by a sentence, right? So it can still be understood as, something specific. The ism that is muhassasa has been specified, and musaddiqan can also be hal for kitaban. How? What is the condition of the book? Book is in the condition that it confirms the truth of what is before it. It confirms Torah. It confirms the right teachings, correct teachings of Torah and the other scriptures, which includes Suhuf of Ibrahim wa Musa, right? Amin wa Yaki, my dear sister. Now go on to see the next part. Yahdi ilal haq. My dear sisters, Yahdi ilal haq. Jumla Felia, sifa number 3. Wa ila tariqin mustaqim. No, it guides to the truth and to the straight path. Wa is going to be the there's an at relationship, and tariqin mustaqim is your regular Mawsuf sifa. Me too, and I'm just amazed that people, I was just asking, I was creating the answer sheet for this. My mother was sitting with me, and I was, discussing this with my mom, that, Ammi, how many people take this Quran to other people, and they describe the Quran to their people? Do we do that? Tariqin mustaqim is the Mawsuf, mustaqim is the sifa for tariq. It's a regular Mawsuf Sifa, all 4 properties matching. There is nothing, fancy about it. Huh? So it's so important to take this book to other people, right? Whichever way, whichever form, right? We can do, try to spread it. Try to spread the message, inshallah. Okay, now let's see another verse from Surah Al-Baqarah. And we have done Baqarah before. Tilka ummatun. Tilka ummatun qad khalat. Tilka, that is a nation which has passed, which is indeed past. Qad khalat. Can this be sifa for ummah? Yes? Qad khalat. This is hiya khalat. And we can say that, this is going back to ummatun. It is a description. Qad khalat. That has passed. That is a nation which has passed. So this sentence, qad khalat, jumla failya, is fi mahalli raf'in sifa for ummatun. Can there be another sifa for it? Think. You agree? Laha ma kasabat wa lakum ma kasabtum. For it is what it earned, and for you all is what you all earned. Laha ma kasabat. What a powerful verse. So you walakum ma kasabtum, you can just call it matuf. Okay, the sentence is jumla ismiya, which is matuf on whatever is before it. Okay, but the sifa mainly is laha ma kasabat. For it is what it has earned. Okay, and you can just call waw atf and lakum ma kasabtum. Okay, is this clear? No, it's not going back to. It is coming to us. For you all is what you all earned. Is this clear? But because of the waw, it will follow the status of laha ma kasabat. So what is the status of laha ma kasabat? Huh? Why? Jar. Why jar? Laha ma kasabat. So laha jar wal majroor mutaliq bil khabar, ma mawsool, right? Mubtada muakhar fi mahalli raf'in, kasabat silatul mawsool. Okay, jumla failya fa'iluhu damir mustatir hiya yaudu ila ummatun ila ummatin actually. Okay, let me show you another verse from Quran and see how we are described. Kuntum, you all are khayra ummatin, you are our best nation. Ukhrijat linnas. Any relationship? You all are the best nation that has been brought for the people. Ukhrijat linnasi, that has been brought out for the people. And then, the ta'muruna bil ma'rufi. Is it the description for ummah? Can it be description for ummah? You all, because ummah can be, now the thing is, you can still take it back, because ummah, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is now very specific, that you are an ummah that has been brought out for people, and you all command the good, and you all forget, you all forbid from that which is forbidden. Okay, so it can still be taken back to ummatin, that it can be still taken back to ummatin, because ummatin is only lafzan muannas. Is ummah muannas word in actuality? If I asked you, what is the gender of ummah, a nation, It is, it's because of the ta marbuta, because it is just a lafzan, it's a word that, because how the structure of the word is, that is why it is going to be sometimes treated as feminine, but sometimes, it may have other, it may be treated as masculine, but, and that will be fine too. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay. Laysu sawa'an. Where did we learn this word? Tanhauna. Yes. So if we connect tanhauna, it is because of the atf. You are not going to call it safa number 3. You are just going to call it waw atf. Tanhauna ma'tuf. This jumla is ma'tuf. Laysu is fail naqis. Why is it naqis? Who remembers? Why is laysa, laysu naqis? No action. Barakallahu feek. They are not. They are not. So what do we see here? What do we, when the fail is naqis, can we call waw here the file? Waw, the pronoun, can we call it the file when there is no action? No, it is ismu laysa. Barakallahu feek. Barakallahu feek. Now you're going to say ismu laysa wabil jama'a. Now you have understood that there is an ismu laysa wabil jama'a. What is the next step? It's a jumla ismiya, because in jumla ismiya you have ismu laysa, and then the next step is to look for. In jumla ismiya there are khabar, right? Mubtada khabar or ismu laysa, and then you go to khabru laysa, and which is sawa'an. Okay, sawa'an. They are not the same. Okay, from the, then comes another sentence. Here there is another sentence. Min ahlil kitabi ummatun qa'imatun. What do you think? It's a jumla ismiya. Where is the mubtada? So, min ahlil kitabi jar wal majroor mutaliq bil khabar, among people of the book is a nation. Qa'imatun, very upright. Very upright. Yatluna ayatillahi. What is yatluna ayatillahi? So mubtada is muakhar, right? Yes. Yatluna ayat. Yatluna is jumla failya. Fa'iluhu wawil jama'a ayati. They recite. What do they recite? Ayatillahi. Ayati maf'ul bihi. Allahi lafzul jalala majroor bil idafa. Ana al-layli. In the early parts of the, and during the times of night. So ana al-layl. What is this? Ana. Is this hal, or does it have something to do with the time? Think about it. Nation that is upright. Nation that recites, yes, that recites verses of Allah. When do they recite verses of Allah? Ana al-layl. So what is that then? You can call it, there can be two possibilities for that. When you have a zarf, so what is the labeling for zarf in relation to jumla failya? You can either call it mutaliq bil fail. Mutaliq bil fail, it cannot be maf'ul bihi, right? It does not answer your bihi question. It is not who and what, right? It is not answering your who, what. It is answering your when question. So either it can be mutaliq bil fail, or you can call it maf'ul fihi. Yes or no? You all agree on? Yeah. Let me know. And can this be the description for this ummah? Can it be sifa number 2 for ummah? My dear sisters, who are these Ahlul Kitab? Can somebody write them? Who is this verse actually talking about? Who are the Ahlul Kitab of that time? Who is Allah talking about? Is this the believers of the time? Is Allah talking about Musliman? Barakallahu fi. Christians, Jews. Do we talk about other religions the same way? Or we just are very stereotypical about other religions? What are we learning here? Manner, adab of how you should talk about other nations, isn't it? How you should be so respectful, how you cannot stereotype everyone, how you cannot label people, how you cannot be judgmental, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, among them, among the people of the book is a nation who's very upright, very straight people, to the point people, who recite verses of Allah at night time. And it's not very easy. Is it easy to wake up in the middle of the night and recite Quran or do your salah? Is it sometimes difficult, right? To break, you when you chop off your sleep, it's hard, right? You struggle. So, I struggle. I will say I struggle. Wahum yasjuduna. Wahum yasjuduna. So now there is something I did not go on to do this one. If I tell you while they prostrate, what answer is this sentence answering? Barakallahu feek. So what is the status for this wahum yasjudun? Give me the status. Fast. Fi mahalli nasbin. Barakallahu feek. It is not sifa, therefore. I'm not going to call it sifa. Because now waw is haliya. It has taken me to a sentence that is describing how do they recite the verses of Allah. They recite verses of Allah while prostrating, while putting their head on the floor for the creator of the world. So your sifa from Ahlul Kitab, yes, and these are people from the Ahlul Kitab. We are still describing them from the people of the book. This is Jar wal Majroor, Mutaliq bil Khabar Muqaddam, Ummatun Mubtada Muakhar, Qaimatun sifa number 1, Yatlun al Kitaba sifa number 2, ending at al Layli. And then I'm going to label this waw as waw haliya. Waw haliya, while. I'm not translating it as atf. If I was to translate it as atf, what is the English translation for atf? Waw atf. What do you think? Very well done, right? So it's and, but I did not say and. I'm saying while they are prostrating or while they prostrate. I want you to, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala actually wants you to picture the entire, its entire imagery is in front of your eyes. You can say, because, but Sister Amreen, there was a older way how we used to do stuff, right? We used to connect everything and we'll put, it will be in the same bucket. You will call it in the same bucket. But when you are writing waw haliya, then you know that now there is a haliya sentence after it. So it is fi mahalli nasbin. And your sifa has to be in what status in this verse? Rafin. So my dear sister, what happens is when why we used to put it in the same bucket. Remember when you must have been doing it with Sister Faiza, you would have been, putting everything in the same bucket, right? You will say, okay, until yasjuduna. The purpose of that class was, or the purpose of that method of teaching was so that you know how to keep things connected. If you would have not been taught that way, you would miss your hal, you will miss your, the entire connection. Then there was no connection there. But if you just say that waw haliya hum yasjuduna jumla ismiya fi mahalli nasbin, I know that you have understood that this is the description for yatluna ayatillahi. This is a description for whatever is before, about these people who are reciting the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Does it answer your question? And for a person who is non-Arab, for a person, because I don't know if we have any Arab student in our class. I highly doubt it, or any Arab follower. There may be few, who sometimes follow, but mainly we have people who do not have Arabic background. So for that purpose, it is very important that people know that, this is how everything is connected, and we have to keep those things connected. And, we always, tell them, okay, from this to this, to keep everything the same, keep on going. Okay. So, but when you put all those Arab, you don't have to tell me anything. I understand from how you label everything that you have understood that this is all connected. Okay. So, وَمِنْ قَوْمِ Musa ummatun yahduna bil haqq wa bihi ya'diluna. Any more complex Mawsuf Sifa? Oof. Yes or no? Ummatun yahduna bil haqq. See, I told you that it will be sometimes, because ummatun, if I asked you, if somebody says that where is the pronoun going back to ummah, what will you tell me now? What's a pronoun that is referring to ummah? Wow, right? So because ummatun is not really a feminine, right? It is just feminine because of the sign. So in actuality, it is both masculine, feminine, and masculine can encompass everything. Okay, so yahduna bil haqq. So women can also guide with truthfully, right? With a purpose, don't they? Sometimes they do. Sometimes I think more, and we have excellent female scholars, right, who have been doing this job, right? So, but here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about, Qawm of Musa. So yes, it's yes. Another thing is it's yes. So Ism Jama can be treated both ways. That's also correct, right? Ism Jama can be treated both ways. Yeah. So it is simple wow, and which one is a simple wow? Yeah, yes, because I don't know the context of what was before that. Yes, you can just keep it as a simple wow atf, as Aisha is also saying. Yeah. Is this clear? Alhamdulillah. So yahduna bil haqqi wa bihi ya'dilun, and with it, with the truth alone, they do justice, right? So this is, this is all connected through atf, and you have the description for the people of Musa. And among the people of Musa is a nation, right? And how sometimes we think about this very nation. I think we need to broaden our thinking, and we need to be more, we have to align our thinkings according to Quran, right? It should be, our thinking should be aligned according to Quran and stuff. Yeah. So here I have a verse, I don't remember from which surah. Very well done, Jannatin. Very beautiful verse. And this part of the verse you will see again and again and again and again in Quran. So don't miss this one. Jannatin. Gardens. Rivers flow under them. Is there a river under the garden that you have in your backyard? Or is there a river under every garden? What do you think? No, right? No way. Even our sprinkler system is faulty, right? Jannatin. So what is the status of this sentence? What kind of a sifa we have after Jannatin? Is it Jumla Ismiya, Jumla Fi'liya, Jar wal Majroor? Jumla Fi'liya, Tajri. Min tahtiha al-anhar. Tajri. Where is a pronoun that is going back to Jannah? Jannatin, actually. Jannatin. Where is that? Give me the pronoun. Give me the pronoun. The ha is going back. Sister Rubin, I was waiting for a reply from you because I see that you are not, I was missing your answers. Barakallahu feek. So this ha, not this tajri, because this tajri has a hiya in it. But this tajri, why is this tajri there? What is this tajri about? This is about anharu. Barakallahu feek, Sister Shameen. Barakallahu feek. Yes, this is tajri. The rivers flow under them. So this ha is going back to jannatin. Don't think this ha is this hiya in tajri is going back to Jannah. Okay, be very specific. This is not going back to Jannah. This is for al anharu. The rivers flow under them. So this them here ha is going back to jannatin. Is this clear, Aisha, Sister Ranaz, Sister Zarina? Is this clear to everyone? Alhamdulillah. Okay. Wa masakina. And he will enter you all in the gardens, rivers flow under them. And now comes, very specific place mentions. Okay. Yes, tajri is not describing anhar. Tajri is a fail for which anhar, al-anharu is the outside tool. Okay. It's not describing al-anharu. It's just a fail mudare, Failuhu damir mustatir hiya, but it was cancelled by al-anharu. Okay, because anharu was after it, so hiya got cancelled. Min tahtiha, ha is going back to Jannah. Okay, masakina tayyibatan. Tayyibatan, can this be a sifa for masakin? For sifa, fi jannati adnin. Can this be sifa for this masakina? Sifa number 2. These dwellings are pure, very clean. Thank God, I will not have to vacuum, and also they are specified by in gardens of Eden, okay, or Adan. Fi jannati adnin. This is also a description for masakina. Sifa number 2 for masakina. Everyone with me so far? Al fawzul azim. Can it be Mawsuf sifa? That was easy. Okay. Liqawmi yuqinuna we have done. So there is no point in doing that. Wal fulki allati tajri fil bahri. And the ships that flow in the sea. Can we connect these two together? Tell me yes. Right? All properties matching. And remember, I can call it ships. Can I call it ships as well? Can I call al-fulk ships? Remember, I taught you there were specific words that can be singular and plural. Barakallahu feek. Very well done. Very well done, Sister Shamim. You are on it. Yes, sometimes you will see fulk as being treated as singular. Okay, it will be singular. And sometimes it's going to be plural. And the ships, they flow in the water with what? Benefits the people. This is also the signs of Allah. Liqawmin yaqiluna. Qawmin yaqiluna. People who understand, people who have intellect. Yes, Ibil is also like that. Ibil is absolutely. And Ibil actually, we were doing this word in our, remember we just did this surah. So this is, a word that is also, I have printed a book on Ism Jama. It was also included in that category. That, this word can have, it has a plural meaning. It looks singular. Ibil looks singular, but has a plural meaning. Okay. Does not have any singular for it. Okay. But fulk is different. Fulk, it is mainly camels. Ibil, if I'm not mistaken, it is used for camels. It is mainly used for camels. And I will confirm that for you too, okay? And that was what I was telling people. Fulk can be either way. It is ism jins. Ism jins can be either way. But ism jama always has a plural meaning, right? That's what we learned about ism jama. So with that, I will have to end the session. And I wanted to teach you kana, but inshallah, we'll do it in our next session. yes, the people of the book, yes, Jews and Christians are the people of the book. And my dear sisters, when it comes to judging somebody's faith and all that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is there, right? He is Al-Adl. He is, who does everything. So we, as a true believers, should not, sometimes people start labeling other religions. So the purpose of this verse, for the take home point is, what I learned it, that, just don't say that this nation does that, this nation does that. Even when people label the entire Muslim Ummah, is it good? So, min ahlil kitabi, when one description for that is, let me tell you, what does ahl mean? Ahlil kitabi, what is ahl? In Urdu, what is the description? One is family. One is family, but one ahl means is to be worthy of something, to be deserving of something. So when you are deserving of the book, when you are ahl of the book, when you are carrying the book, that means that, they are not ordinary people. They are following the book. I can do it. Yes, I can do it again. Yeah. And which one was, can you send the, because min ahlil kitabi, this one, Ali Imran 113. Yes. Sister Ranas, are you talking about min ahlil kitabi here? This one, right? Oh, the last, this one. This Surah Al-Baqarah 164. We can do
Assalamu
it.
alaikum.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yes, this one.
Yeah, inshallah, we'll do it again. Okay. So
Thank
I
you.
will have
Jazakallah.
to, Ameen wa yaki, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.